Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of season 3 here at Southampton. In the last one I offered you a vote, that being who should we sign as our new winger once we've been able to sell on Quincy Promes and Sofiane Boufal. The options you had to select from were Bale, Sterling, Bailey, Guedes or Martins, and the winner quite considerably, 48% of the vote towards Leon Bailey. Second was Bale, so if I'm not able to bring in Leon Bailey, then Gareth Bale will be the player that we look to as a secondary option. Still, we need to sell on Promes and Boufal to be able to afford the winger. We're concentrating at right back and left back initially, and in fact I am going to try and buy Odriozola right here right now. We have Cedric, actually we've got Cedric about to leave. My brain just said to me, maybe you should wait and see what the Cedric deal goes across the line first, but wait and see what they reckon to just a straight up 34 minute. They're probably going to ask for for about 50ish. Going to counter that by offering 40. Now I can't afford to spend too much on the wing back because obviously we're going to need a large chunk of money to afford the new winger. So, wow. I offered 40, they said no 50. Well, I offered 34, they said no 54. So I offered 40, they said no 54. I offered 42 and a half, and they agree. Stoke not really sticking to their guns there, thankfully. We're about to sign a new wing back. He's on... Well, he wants crucial. I mean, he's going to be first team anyway, so that's not a problem. He's on 80 grand a week currently. Well, we're only going to be doing one more year here at Southampton, so I'll just offer whatever contract they want. Not worried in a release clause. Could I perhaps tempt you to accept something a little bit less a week? 120. Okay. Because if I'm not able to get Bailey in, maybe 115. I'm not able to get Bailey in, I'm going to have to go for Bale. And he is on a hell of a lot of money a week. They're adamant for 120. Fine, you can have 120. We have a new right back. Odriozola is in and will start this game ahead of Cedric. There we go. Right, let me just swap these guys around. Just for OCD. There we go. And then I'm actually going to put you on the bench. Yeah. Obviously, when we get out of the pre-season period, I'm going to have more than 3 substitutes available to me, aren't I? So it doesn't really matter at this stage. Why I'm only allowed 3 substitutes for a pre-season tournament is completely beyond me. But Odriozola is in. We'll go now and place Juventus, which is actually the chance to get a little bit of revenge. They knocked us out in the round of 16 of the Champions League last year, and it might be nice to get a little measure of revenge, albeit I would have preferred to have gone through in the Champions League, but never mind. Go play Juve, then hopefully win this, get a little bit more prize money, play the final, and in between now and then, fingers crossed, everything else will fall into place with regards to being able to bring in Leon Bailey. And we should get a scout report back for Ryan Sessegnon soon too. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on anything else. Here we go. Keane. Oh, it's a lovely ball through the gap, but Kieran Tierney's fast enough to deal with it, and Bernardeschi doesn't get on the end of the ball. They're not playing a strong team here, Juve. They have a decent handful of players in their starting lineup, but it's by no means their strongest 11. So, as was the case with Bayern Munich, I would like to think that we should be able to just brush them aside. I'll quickly show you this starting 11. You saw Nathaniel Klein there clear the ball. Also got Marcus Rashford and Bernardeschi in the starting lineup. Plays Matuidi's in there as well, with Socrates and Alexandro. But they've got Pinsolio in goal, Caldara at centre-back, Bentancur and Morone at centre-mid, and Keane up top. So, I'm starting my strongest 11. They are not. I would like to think that we should win. But what I would like to think what actually happens most of the time isn't exactly the same. Tierney on the run. On the overlap from left back. Jeju is there. Go back toward Prowse, then in there to Quincy Promes. He's pushed central. Get that back to James Ward-Prowse. Hit it early. Finish. Love that. James Ward-Prowse bangs that tops. Southampton 1. Juventus 0 after 11 minutes. Quincy Promes is starting wide left, but popped up centrally. That's a hell of a finish from James Ward-Prowse. Picking up where he left off last year. Here's Rashford in on the left. Runs straight at Odriozola. Good football. He's settled in seemingly quite well, Odriozola, although admittedly we are only 15 minutes into his first game, but still, whenever he's been called upon, he's been there. Get that to Justin Kluivert. I'm going to shoot across goal. And narrowly miss. Free kick right on the edge of the box. I'm just going to lay this off to a teammate. That teammate is Justin Kluivert, and he draws a good save at Pinsolio. We'll try and go 2-0 up from the corner instead. Whip that towards the near post. It's actually Henry Harris that chests that down. I tried to get it inside to the man that was with me there. We've still been able to find Skriniar. He will find Ruben Neves, who turns well. Doesn't finish very well, though. Expect better of him there, to be completely honest. Ruben Neves, not good enough, that. Kluivert around the corner there to Ward-Prowse. Into Giagiu. Having a little drop of the shoulder. Acceleration's pretty good. Finishing, apparently, is not. Recorded a Wimbledon video earlier on today, and my finishing was pretty similar in that. I don't know, as I've got my thumbs on the right way round today. Alexandro. To Morone. Forward to Keane. In the corner to Rashford, who's driving forward here and at some pace. Odriozola puts a foot in, slows him down. It was my mistiming of the tackle there that let Juventus continue forward, and again Keane with the cross, and Bentancur's there to equalise. A number of defensive errors from me there lead to them coming back on level terms at 1-1. It was pretty terrible from me, just as well as pre-season. Ward-Prowse with the ball through to Quincy Promes. Giagiu's the obvious ball. I think he was onside. He was. Fingertips from Pinsolio. Perhaps had the space there to be able to get it on his right foot with Giagiu, but I made the decision to take the shot early and rather regret it now, actually. Here's Rashford. Inside to Matuidi. They look to counter-attack here. Milinkovic-Savic, well, there's no question there is a fouls the man. Ward-Prowse. Play that in front of Justin Kluivert. Number of defenders back here for Juve, but none of them able to track the run of Quincy Promes, who will just quite simply drop the shoulder and then not slot it home. What a block by Caldara. Ward-Prowse will deliver the cross. It's not the best, actually. It's going to drop here, but Caldara, again, the man underneath it to get rid. Tierney will keep the move alive as best we can. And then to Milinkovic-Savic. Around the corner to Giagiu. Just knock that back. I could have gone for a 1-2, but Ward-Prowse will turn well. But fire straight at the keeper, unfortunately. Ward-Prowse very, very good for me at Cam, but there has been some call in the comment section for Milinkovic-Savic to make the move up to Cam. I'm not sure whether you want me, or you're wanting me to replace James Ward-Prowse in the starting 11, or quite simply swap James Ward-Prowse and Milinkovic-Savic around. I prefer Milinkovic-Savic slightly deeper. Oh, that touch from Giagiu was very heavy. I prefer Sergei deeper and James Ward-Prowse pushed a little bit further forward. But perhaps if we get through this game and into the next round, or maybe even for the Community Shield, I could try Milinkovic-Savic at Cam and James Ward-Prowse at centre mid and swap them round if you might like me to. James Ward-Prowse 16 goals, 16 assists last year though, to be fair. So, I mean, it's not as if he's underperforming in that central attacking midfield role. But, you know, I'm open to ideas. If that's something you guys might like me to try, then I will give it a go. Here's Dybala to Keane. Dybala come off the bench here for Juventus. I'm not sure whether they've made a change in formation or not, but here's Keane. That's drifting and will send them in front by 2-1. I don't know who this Keane guy is. Have they changed formation? They haven't. Dybala's come on at centre mid. Alright. I don't know who Keane is. Is he... Who are you? Moise Keane. I have absolutely no idea who that is. I probably butchered his name as well. I apologise. Moise Keane. He is a youngster that is currently at Hellas Verona. I don't know whether that's because he's on loan from Juve or whether he's genuinely a Hellas Verona player. But on FUT, he's at Hellas Verona. I don't know who he is, but We do now because he's put Juve 2-1 up. Tierney into Ward-Prowse. There's Neves. Trying to drive forward, but there's not much room there. Gieju drop the shoulder, then bend that off the defender and out for a corner. Right. Let's see if we can't get ourselves level, shall we? That's a good delivery, and Skriniar will head us level. That was all about the quality of the cross from James Ward-Prowse. Wonderful header from Skriniar, but the delivery, unreal. Right, immediately back level. Now let's try and go in front again. Dybala. Out wide to Alexandro. Whipped in. Harris in the way. Would be a rather last gasp winner from either side now if we were to get one before the end of 90 minutes. It would go straight to penalties, of course, with it being pre-season. Promes in there to Ward-Prowse. We'll play that through for Gieju. Try and drop the shoulder on the defender, which he's done very well. And there is that last gasp winner. Gieju, Southampton 3, Juventus 2. We are going to win here in the semi-final of the pre-season tournament, and the extra money will come in very handy, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Trying to save as much money as possible, or raise as much money as possible, should I say, to afford to bring in now both Ryan Sessegnon and Leon Bailey, or Gareth Bale, if we can't get the Bailey deal done, which I am pretty confident of being able to do, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go. DeAndre Edlin actually showed some good movement there, not bad for a right back in an offensive position, and Ward-Prowse did actually get to that. Unless it was the defender that popped it up into his goalkeeper's arms. I was expecting the whistle to go there. That's why I started to scratch me back. I thought the whistle was going to go. Ward-Prowse into Gieju. Little turn, but Matuidi's there. All away, and there is the full-time whistle that we expected to come. Right, okay, that's good. That's a win. Now, can we get any more deals done with regards to outgoing and get that scout report on Ryan Sessegnon so I know exactly how much to pay? 3 million added to the transfer budget. Cedric confirmed as sold to Real Madrid for 20 million, 16.5 of which has been added to my budget. Got a press conference for the final that, rather unsurprisingly, I don't really have any interest in attending. If all 4 of these emails are press conferences, I'll be pissed off. They're not good. Right, Quincy Promes confirmed as sold as well to Everton for 54 million, 46,075,000 pounds added to the transfer budget. An offer for Jack Stevens that I shall be rejecting, despite the fact that it's over 50% higher than his actual valuation. Now, we currently have 92 million. I'm going to have to slightly adjust that. But as you can see, we can still have 84 million plus nearly 200 grand in wages. So, with still Sofiane Boufal to sell, not that I've been able to get any offers in for him, pretty sure we'll be able to afford to bring in Sessegnon and Bailey. Still waiting for the full scout report on Ryan Sessegnon though. We're getting closer with regards to his actual stats, but I need to know how much I should pay for him, and at present I don't. So let's go and play Atleti, see if we can win the final, and then we'll take it from there. Nearly full strength Atleti side. It's 4-4-2 the way they're starting though. Yannick Carrasco on the left with Suso on the right, formerly of AC Milan and Liverpool. Don't know who Jemison, their other centre-back, is, though. But they've got Andre Silva up top, who, of course, also from AC Milan, actually, which is weird. Suso and Andre Silva, both playing for Atleti here. We'll see how good they can be. By Odriozola. Clover just gets there ahead of Javier Manquillo. And there's Milinkovic-Savic. I am playing at cam for this game. We'll see how he gets on in that more advanced role. Getting stuck in immediately, and another slotted through ball here for Justin Kluivert. I'm going to have to turn before pulling it back. And there is Milinkovic-Savic, and on the score sheet he is. Well, that perhaps is a sign of why you guys were saying put Milinkovic-Savic at cam. It might just be a one-off, but he certainly made a good initial impression in that cam role, making the tackle to break up the offensive move, and then on the end of the following attacking move for us. We'll give it more than just this one game with him at cam. Not really too sure how that's a foul. Not really too sure how we'll get on with him long term at cam, but I'll give him this game, and I'll probably play him there for the Community Shield as well. And then we'll make a definitive decision after that with regards whether he stays at cam or we reverse he and James Ward-Prowse back around again. It's a Soul. Nice tackle by Richarlison. Played that in front of Milinkovic-Savic. Diegu making the move. Beautiful through ball. Diegu. Oh, come on, Diegu. What are you doing, mate? How, with that much time and space, are you not hitting the target? Unacceptable. Side to Neves. Got this to Odriozola. What's your long shots like? Oh! For a moment, I thought that might have been settling in the bottom corner. He hit it very well, and the keeper didn't react until late. Wasn't far away at all. Prowse with a quick throw. Neves with a quick pass. Milinkovic-Savic with a quick turn. Diegu with a quick sprint, and a second goal. Diegu can shoot on target. Nice to know. Well, grazed his backside a little bit, skidding on that particular surface, but speed of feet too much for Atleti to deal with. We have ourselves a second. 2 wasn't enough against Juventus. We needed 3, but Atleti haven't really been as troublesome with regards their final third. But we'll have to wait and see if they can improve in the second half. Prowse into Diegu. Spins. Savic. I think I'm going to play Milinkovic-Savic at cam, lads. Strike! 3-0. Yeah. Game changer, isn't he? Bosh. Pick that out. Tierney. Not again. No. I just held my breath there for a moment because I wasn't sure whether Milinkovic-Savic was about to bang that into the back of the net in quite such an emphatic fashion as he did his first. Well, actually, his second, actually. It would be for a hat-trick, wouldn't it? Because he scored the first goal of the game as well. Suso back there to Jose Maria Jimenez. They're trying to deal with it here, Atleti. They are yet to have a shot on goal. All pre-season, teams have been playing weakened teams against me, and we're like, well, you know, it's a weakened team. That's probably why they're not performing so well. Then we come up against a side that really should be one of the best in Europe, and they haven't had haven't had a shot on goal in the entire first half, nor the opening 53 minutes of the second half. But just after the 53rd minute, Suso bends one just wide. Corner from Ward-Prowse. Decent delivery. Oh, I didn't. How was that second effort not gone in? And that's a goal kick as well. How was... It says Jan Oblak saved that. Pretty sure it was shot straight at the defender. But B, how was Diegu not tucked away the second effort? I'm not entirely too sure how he's done that. Milinkovic-Savic with powerful header there, but the final whistle's going to go before we get the chance to do anything else. Well, that was pretty simple, actually. Other than the 8-1 win, the most straightforward effort of pre-season. Are we going to come back to any further news with regards to transfers? I'd love an offer for Buffal. I've got the money to buy Sessegnon now, but I don't know if I buy Sessegnon whether I'll have the money left over I need to buy Bailey. And I do need to buy the left back first because squad depth wise, that's where I need it. As you can see, we actually really don't have that deep a squad right now. I genuinely thought I had more players than this. Let's swap McCarthy out for Mayoral. Honestly, I didn't realise my squad was quite so low on players. We'll be bringing in at least one more though, with Ryan Sessegnon, which I shall hopefully be able to do sooner rather than later. But I need a full scout report back first so I don't end up overpaying for him. If I am to bring in 2 players, I might be able to stretch, if he's not too expensive, as Chelsea signed Tony Kroos, I might be able to stretch and there we go, and buy both players with my current budget. Scout report on Bustos. He's up to 80 rated now. He's still not of interest to me, but still looks decent. 76 rated, Ryan Sessegnon. Yeah, I should be able to afford Sessegnon and Bailey with the amount of money I've got available to me right now, which would help with regards to squad depth. Let's try that, shall we? Sissignon approach to buy. Now, in theory, he shouldn't be too expensive. I should be able to offer... I mean, they might be willing to offer something under 15. In fact, they're trying to bargain for under 15, so I'll be able to get him for even cheaper. Let me offer 12 and see if they'll accept that. They should do. No, are adamant they want 14.3. How about 12.5? Let me guess, 14.3 again? Okay. How about 13.2? No, 14. Fine, 14.3. You can have your 14.3 Betis. Bloody hell. Oh, that one around, didn't I? Right, Ryan Sessegnon. What's he currently on a week? £16,000. I think I might be able to bring in Bailey and rotation at best. They should accept that, actually. I should be able to bring in Bailey and Sessegnon here and not need to worry about selling on Buffal, which would help. Which would help with regards to squad depth. So, I honestly, genuinely didn't realise I had that few. I'll offer just 35 grand a week, see if they'll accept that. I didn't realise I had such few players at the club. Yeah, they're quite happy to accept that. That's good. I should be able to afford Bailey quite comfortably now then, which means maybe I can raise some more money to bring in a... I'll just offer 50 and see what they say. I might be able to bring in... They want 73. I mean, I can afford it, but if I can get him cheaper, I shall get him cheaper. Let's offer 58. Yeah, It had been brought up in the comment section of a couple of videos, but I genuinely hadn't given it much thought because... I don't know, I was... Oh, they'll accept 60. Sweet. I just hadn't looked at my squad report, to be honest, or my my team management to even notice that didn't have many players. I might end up throwing a couple of 5 years. Wow, I might end up throwing a couple of youth scouts out actually, and maybe doing a scout future star, just to get numbers in. 99 grand. Yeah, I'm quite happy to accept that as it is. Right. So how much have we got left now that we've bought those two players in? We have. Oh, I have £574. Okay, so I've not got much. Let me do this. Richarlison for Josh Sims. And then Josh Sims for Bailey. And then I'll put Sessegnon on the bench there. We'll take you out for Josh Sims and do that. Maybe another centre mid. Maybe someone that could play centre mid and centre back. Someone that could play centre mid and centre back. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not going to be able to raise any more money through prize funds or from selling anyone because obviously it's squad depth that I'm after. Let's just hire a scout, shall we? Oh, scout options are terrible. Alright. Well, I will... Why is it telling me found a team of the week player? Oh, here we go. I don't want the balls, thank you. Or a historic Chelsea kit, thank you. I just want that. Yeah, maybe I'll throw some youth scouts out just to get some numbers in. I don't know. I could have a look at free agents as well. Maybe it's something I could do off camera. But in the next episode, we will play Manchester City and Sheffield Wednesday then, as we head towards the end of the window. But for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. I have made the adjustments as per your suggestions. Milinkovic-Savic up at cam. We've now got Odriozola in the starting lineup and Bailey there too. And we'll see how he gets on in his first game for the club in the Community Shield. And that will be tomorrow. I'll see you then.